just winning that race and getting that honor. I think you get your name, on the school website, or you get the trophy, your name on the plaque, or you beat that school record. Another prize that I've come across is even world records. So I was introduced to this man named George Hood, and I'm going to tell you guys a little about George. He's pretty amazing. He's an ultra athlete who holds the Guinness World Record for the prone hold, or you guys might know as the plank. I think the picture's going to show up. You guys see the plank? This guy has held the plank for 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 15 seconds. He did this last year in April, and when I learned about this, I was like floored. So we were practicing this in my workout class. They told us about this guy. We're all going to do the plank challenge now every day. Guess how long I lasted? Like barely 2 minutes, okay? I could not make it 2 minutes. So you guys will challenge yourselves. Go home later, see how long you can hold the plank. But this guy held it for 3 hours, and it's pretty impressive. He's actually like getting old up there in age. I think he's like in his 60s. You can't really tell, right? He looks awesome. So we should all do the plank. But also George holds other records. So he held the record for the static spin cycling. You guys know the static spin bikes? Ready? 222 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. Yes. So this guy, he's attempted many times. He has 4 Guinness World Records. And as I learned about George, I was just thinking about him that's his prize. He's like, all right, I got that one, but I want the next one. And he's constantly having to beat the next record because someone else comes in and beats his record. He has to go back and try again. And again, he just keeps striving for the next prize. And I think George is a great guy. I'm not trying to beat on George. I think he's awesome. He's excellent health. And the thing about George, he has to train. He trains for 3 to 4 hours a day to stay in the kind of shape he's in. And I'm not saying these are bad things. I think it's phenomenal. I think he even sends a lot of it to charity, which is awesome. But so it's okay to do good things. It feels good to get recognition and to make a name for yourself. I think striving to do your best in school is awesome, and in your sport, it's important. I'm definitely a proponent of taking care of yourself and your body, but I'm not totally sure about the Instagram thing. I'm not sure if I'm a proponent of that, but it's another topic. So those things are great things, but what Paul is saying is they don't last. Think about graduation day. It's awesome. It's a moment in time, but I don't talk about that every day. I'm not constantly telling people, oh yeah, I got an A in my anatomy test. That was like 4 years ago. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So they're awesome moments in time, and they're great things to strive for, but it's kind of sad. They just don't last. We're like, okay, we need the next thing now. What's the next thing I could strive for? And Paul says these things don't last. Don't strive for the prize that's going to fade, but there's an eternal prize. So what is this eternal prize that Paul's talking about? So if we look back, actually, the verse right before 24 we look at, in verse 23, he says, I do everything to spread the good news and share its blessings. So if we just look back one verse, we realize why he's talking about being an athlete and why he strives so hard and why he disciplines his body, because he says he does everything that he does is to spread the good news and share its blessings. So this whole metaphor for an athlete isn't meant to just focus on the athlete herself, how she disciplines herself, all her achievements, just how great she is and how great her body looks, but it's about what the force behind it, what's the motivating factor behind why we do what we do. That's what it all comes down to. Why do we do the things that we do? And so in this case, Paul talks about, he doesn't run, and he talks about boxing. He doesn't do these things for the sake of himself or his self-improvement, but he does all this to proclaim the good news to others. So this good news, we talk about that a lot in church. We hear the word the gospel or the good news, and it's the idea that Jesus is the good news, that he came down to this earth, the Son of God came to walk with us on earth and show us how to do life, and in the end realize that we're sinners and we need him to close the gap for us. And so he died for us and made it a way for us to spend eternity with him in mind and with the Father, and that's how God originally designed it. This is the good news that Paul talks about. That's what he does. Everything he does goes back to the good news to share with others. So to actually further illustrate this point, I'm going to bring up a student athlete that she's going to share her testimony of how she's lived this out in her own life. And so Raylene, come on up. Raylene is a freshman.